to the stars. Like Elon Musk, we change the worldwide currency. In those we trust. No frills, no filter. Only real talk, see? Just give me a mic. Check 1, 2, 3. What's up? You know what we talking. We ain't playing over here in LFG. Haters gonna say, we from LFG, boy. We take you to the moon.
Hello and welcome to the very special episode of Mission Control. Very special because it is the end year special. And we here at LFG pick out the best projects that exist and we provide them with a complete suite of services to make sure they have everything they need to succeed. And considering this is a a holiday episode, good Paul, can we make the transition so we can there it is.
Hello, everyone. It is the end of the year, and it's been a great year. So let's, I guess, bring in the new year with a lot of awesome new news for you guys. And yeah, let's kick it right off.
Okie dokie, we're going to start with our partners because, boy, do we have a lot of them. So let's make sure we fill this in first before we move on to anything else. We're going to start with Flip It, the project that is here for you and for us and for everyone else to have access to the truth, whatever it is you're looking for, whatever it is you're doing on the interwebs. With just a simple flip of the page, you can figure out what is truly going on and you can interact with human beings as opposed to just really hoping that the person you're conversing with or taking opinion from is a real person. And next up, can we get the transition to Magneto HR, please and thank you? The Magneto HR logo is coming up, but Magneto HR is not just the logo, obviously. They are here for you, for the employers and for the employees. They provide a platform that allows for an easier process for the employees to find better opportunities, and for the employers, the primary objective is to save everyone a ton of money because it takes just way too much to replace a position, to hire somebody. I think it takes about 40% of the year's salary to fill a position. And then a lot of the time, the position doesn't stick. There are issues. But Magneto HR is here to help you resolve it. And we're seeing their beautiful logo for their node. The nodes are available now. You can go and check them out. Up next, one of my personally favorite projects, we have Valley Ecosystem, the one-stop shop for all of your arcade needs and more. Valley Ecosystem provides the best, the optimal experience for people just joining the Web3 because it's absolutely seamless. Once you are in person with the arcade machines, or if you want to interact online and play their games, you can do that as well. It doesn't require any type of registration. All you have to do is join their Discord and start hacking away. And in addition to that, in addition to Flutter, Alien Influencer, Haphazard Angels, there's a ton more games coming in. Johnny told me, and I'm pretty sure I've shared that already, that by the end of 2025, they're looking at onboarding around 100 third-party games. And I'm willing to bet by the time we hit end of the year, it's going to be a whole lot more than 100. Because people just love the concept, developers it is. They love the concept of having their game ported so absolutely, I don't want to say easily, but without all the extra hassle that would be required to just port it into an arcade machine, have it exist somewhere in the world for people to just play, interact, and earn. Let's see, next up, Metaflora, another great project. Metaflora is here for many reasons. And my favorite reason is the education, because there is just so much information floating around cannabis, uses, applications, effects, and almost all of it is absolutely wrong. And it starts as easy as the identification between sativa and indica, because things are not that simple. But they're here to help you and me and learn, just educate ourselves, educate the masses, and their primary objective is to set up a verification process so you and me and all the other potheads in the world have access to what it is they're actually paying for.
At the same time, they're there to increase, all that mental stability for you. Everything's going to be great. So, yay to everyone's mental health. All that information is going to be out there. It's going to be super helpful. Super excited. Also, lots more coming out for the future for them. So, keep yourself posted. Keep following.
Oh, good, Paul. Can we get the league graphic on screen? Because I have something. I have something that hasn't been shared before, and I got the approval to share this just yesterday. It will
Drum
come up in a
roll.
second, but while we're waiting, so the Metaflora nodes are almost ready. They're just around the corner. There will be a whole lot more information available after the holidays because we plan on rolling out a few articles just to make sure everyone is informed, everyone knows what is going on, what our next steps are. But it is right around the corner, so stay tuned. You can join our Discord. And you can join the Metaflora Discord because all of the information is going to pop up there first, and then we'll be able to repeat it in hours. Next up, Nemesis Downfall. We just had a playtest or a gaming session rather. Last week we played a few hours. We had some great games. I got to shoot Even Wave a whole lot. He got to shoot me a little. We played with Nemesis. I'm not sure if they like their name called out, so I'm not going to do that. But they are on the Nemesis Downfall team. They gave me a bit of a help, but it was a great competition. For those of you not in the know, Nemesis Downfall is a first-person shooter that is completely free. And the game already has its own token, so you can start playing at any moment, preferably right now. But more information on them is in the description. They are a beautiful team that is very flexible, and my favorite part about them is that they listen to feedback, and as opposed to implementing knee-jerk solutions or these band-aids, they look at the broader issue and they focus on actually resolving the issue as opposed to just putting on airs or trying to react to something that's going on. We've seen that with their previous patches with a complete overhaul of the grenades. We've seen it with, oh, hey, Dan. We've also seen it with the bots. And their way to resolve the issue is just great because they light up the bots and everyone who's AFK, all of them are lit on the map. You can just come and hunt them down. Makes it a whole lot more enjoyable for everyone, except for the bots, except for the people hacking. But I don't think their opinion is matters a whole lot in here. But yeah, make sure to check them out. The links are in the description. They do have a Discord where you can get all of the relevant information. And if you want to start playing, just visit their website. You can find all of the information you need, again, in the description. And before we kick off to the last two that I have written down here, make sure to like and subscribe. If you're feeling frisky, make sure to hit that bell because that helps.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Aneeda and I appreciate it. You can't hear, but Paul is just raving about the bell, about the subscribe, and about the like button. So please do that. Don't let Paul down.
Absolutely. And at the same time, if you guys are playing Nemesis right now, what are you doing? I know you have the time, okay? Get playing. Start new fun things.
Listen, unless you are... Oh, whoops.
Unless you are.
Yeah, unless you are on Times Square right now, waiting for the ball to drop, in a lawn chair in a tent with like a bottle tied to your leg, you have no excuse not to play.
That's
Unless
right.
having,
I challenge you to
I guess.
beat everyone's high scores and take those bragging rights, and let's see the
Yeah,
in Discord.
there are leaderboards. They update every day. Okie doke. Next, Unstoppable Domains, another great project. Unstoppable Domains aims to resolve a lot of identity issues that revolve around the Web3 space because the wallets are realistically not attached to anything unless you attach them. And Unstoppable Domains allows you to purchase a domain. For example, I have Cynister.lfg and I also have Mark.lfg that I could use. I could tie my wallets to. And this way, you don't have to send somebody the really long and complicated wallet address. You can just send over your link and they'll be able to find all your information on there, just making all of the transactions a whole lot easier. And on the bright side, if you're looking to purchase a domain for yourself or somebody else, they're fairly cheap unless you're looking for like a very popular first name. But even Mark, I think I paid like, I want to say $80 for it. So nothing crazy. Again, you can check them on the description. And up next, we have Tick Tricks. That's it.
Oh, Tick tricks. So, as we talked about tick tricks last time, I know you guys saw it, and there are so many little fun mini games. Like, again, what are you guys doing? I know you guys are at home, unless you're out at Times Square, like Mark was saying. Okay. You guys have time to play this. And if you're around your friends and family, why aren't you going to play that? And even better, when you're a little buzzed, right? You get competitive. Get on Tick Tricks. Seriously, you guys, play against each other. It's super fun. Super, super fun. So check it out. It's great. Post up all those high scores for us, and we'll see if we can beat you guys too. All right.
Oh, what a segue. Speaking of high scores and beating things. So last week when we played Nemesis Downfall, we had a short competition to see who could kill me the most in the lobbies. And believe it or not, as much as he was swearing up and down that he's terrible at FPS games, we got Even Wave coming in with a dub. Even Wave, make sure to shoot me a DM in Discord. We're gonna square away your merch, and we're gonna send it out. So you did win one, and we have 4 more winners from last week, and then we'll be giving away another one.
Awesome. Yeah. So
Yeah.
we are going to throw up the winners' names on screen. So just in case you guys are doing something else, it's on screen.
That's
So
it.
Even Wave, we've got Smilin, right? We've got Cynister Grin, Rocket Unit, and Niner. Congratulations, you guys. Well done. You deserve it. Yay! Merch for you guys.
Merch for everyone. And we did have a great time just hanging out, chatting, playing some Discord activities. I got to get smoked, absolutely smoked by Nephilim Haas in chess of all things.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
See, we were happy, to lose to you guys. We actually love it. Interact with us. And another thing, thank you guys for hanging out with us during the holidays. It's something we actually really enjoyed. Yeah. And I actually forgot in the very beginning to truly tell you guys how much it means to us that you guys wanted to spend the holidays with us. And we wanted to wish you guys, happy holidays from all of us here at LFG to your family as well. Because, without you guys, we wouldn't be here either. And truly, to us, you guys are like family. So that's why we're here. And we want to show you guys love too. So happy holidays, all y'all.
Yep. Happy holidays. Okie dokie. Now, Aneeda, how do you feel?
Press.
Oh,
How
say
do
that
I
again?
feel about?
Yeah, how do you feel about talking about your most favorite thing that happened during this year?
My most favorite thing that happened this year, honestly, I loved seeing all the new projects come on and the excitement from our community members for all of our projects. Just watching small ideas turn into bigger things. And these are all things that we actually need in the world and we need to see today. I don't actually have a truly favorite project as much as I want to be like, I love Metaflora. I can't favor any other project over another because each are important to the ecosystem in their own way. And it's going to improve human life in its own way. So that's where I sit. I'm super excited to see how everything flourishes in the new year. Like it's all coming together and I'm so excited to see it. How about you?
I'm honestly right here with you. So whenever we start working with a project, the first thing I do is open their white paper, light paper, whatever documentation they have available. And at first, it's incredibly overwhelming because Metaflora, for example, Rocket Unit, also known as Mike, sent over a brief. And realistically, whenever you receive a brief, it's supposed to be 1 page long, a few paragraphs. When I opened it, I think it was 12 pages. But I did not regret reading all of them because all of the information in there is absolutely useful. And there is no better way yet. There is no better way to introduce a project unless you know everything that's going on, everything that's happening, and why exactly everyone else, why the world needs a project like that, what their mission statement is, and what it is they're looking to do, what problems they're looking to resolve. And a lot of these problems, they exist and you don't even know about them. I don't even know about them, but they're problems and they need solutions.
Absolutely. And see, all of these projects are bringing solutions to all of these gaps in the world that we see. And I really hope it's going to make a huge change to the world. And that's what I hope to see in the new year, really.
Yeah. Speaking of New Year and new things happening, Anita, how do you feel about the LFG cards? Have you had the chance to pick one up yet?
I have. Oh my goodness. Okay. So it looks very, very cool. It took me a little bit to figure out how to actually get a card, but yeah, it was a bit of a learning curve for me. So what you have to do is you have to, I think you have to attach a wallet. No, sorry, you don't have to attach a wallet. You just have to add money into your account with Global Alliance, LFG. And from there, that's when you use those funds to, I guess, purchase a card. But now I've only ever done that with a physical card, so I'm not fully aware of how the digital cards are. So I can't really help on that process. But if you guys need help with getting one of the physical cards, give me a shout and I'll help you walk through the process. It took me a while to figure it out, but now I fully understand. So it's really hard to explain the process on air. But once you kind of play with everything and look through the site, it becomes more clear. But again, if you need help, message me on Discord, DM me, and I'm more than happy to walk you through. But very cool.
Yeah, Anita, can you show us your card, the front and the back? Make sure the
I
numbers
don't
are
have
visible.
a physical card.
Oh, didn't get there yet? All right, okay.
Sorry.
Whenever you get it, I'm more than
But
happy
hey,
to
don't
look at
worry.
it.
I'll send you my numbers, and then I'll make sure I give you my address and my mom's maiden name. Just
Okay, yeah, and your first dog's name, the first school you went to, etc.
Oh, of course. Even the first make of my car. You got it. I trust you. I trust you.
Thanks. I appreciate it. We had this similar conversation like a year ago. We were joking around with Jay Hoon, and somebody asked him, "What's your mother's maiden name?" And then Jason went, "What the fuck do you think his mother's maiden name is? He's Korean. There's like 3 options."
I feel like that almost rings true for most of us Asians, right? No shade, but you know.
Yeah, like what percent of Vietnam has the last name Yen? 70%?
60.
60?
60 to 70, something like that. The next up, I think, is like Tran, which is, you know, the parts I'm actually made from, you know, the 3 most common Viet names, like.
Well, it is what it is.
Right?
Yep. Okay. So really quickly, back to the LFG cards. LFG cards are Visa cards. Sorry, it's been a day. I've been cooking all day. Definitely not been playing video games, doing nothing. LFG cards are Visa cards, which means you can use them anywhere in the world.
Correct.
If you have a physical card, you can run out to your local pizza joint and pick one up, and not pay like a few $1 million worth of Bitcoin for it.
Correct.
And the way it works is fairly simple. I have a list of currencies that you can use, and they include Gala, Tether, USDT, BNB, Sol, XRP, USDC, TON, and Cardano. And the exact way it works is after you load the card, whenever you make a transaction, let's say you're holding Tether or USDT, something simple. Whenever you make a transaction, let's say the Tether gets automatically swapped for USDC and it gets expanded, and you don't have to pay any of the transaction fees on that.
Correct.
As simple as that. And the only thing you have to pay for are the loading fees whenever you load your card. It's not anything insane. I believe it's 3% tops, somewhere between the lines.
For any of the free digital cards, yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Now that makes it really, really nice, right? You don't want to pay anything with high fees, and that makes you think twice about like using your cards, right, for transaction fees as well. No transaction fees. It's making spending your crypto easy anywhere, right? So it's the convenience, y'all. Right? What's the point of banking all this digital currency if you can't use it? Or if you feel that anytime you need to use it, it's complicated, or you get stuck, or you don't know how to transfer or do a transaction, right? What are you going to do? And then you have all this banked and you're like, everything's stuck. Why am I even doing
Yeah,
this? Right?
yeah, I don't want to pay like $50 to swap like a few $100s to use it on something. I'd rather just like
Absolutely.
do something else.
So, with all of this, yeah, they are making it super easy for you guys to spend your crypto anywhere and low fees. And so, why not? Right? Now, if you guys need to go take a look at all of this, have a gander for yourself, go to debit.lfg.inc. All right. And that's where you're going to get all the information. You can find out all about the cards and you can actually grab a card from there as well. So
Yeah.
make sure you
And
guys check it out.
the link in the description. But before we let go of LFG cards, the main selling point for me, and I feel like for a lot of people, is the fact that they have limitless spending. So you're not locked into like a few $1,000s per month. You could spend as much as you want. Theoretically, you could probably put like a whole car on there. I don't know if I'd suggest it, but you could.
I mean, you could if you load up your card enough. I don't see why not. It's your money to spend. So what's the problem? Right?
Yeah, the dealership might have a problem, but let them figure that out. Money
Correct.
don't smell.
Correct.
All right. So for the next year, do we want to tell them what we have going on for the next year, what the plans are for a few things?
My dude, I always want to tell them what's going on. I'm the one that's like, give us all the leaks. I just want anything. Give me a hint. Give me a crumb. The public needs to know. So, what can you tell us? What are we allowed to say?
So, the three of us and a few more people over at LFG have been hashing out. We're still in the planning phases of a dedicated podcast. And the idea for the podcast is to bring in other Web3 enthusiasts, other, what's the word I'm looking for? Key opinion holders, leaders,
Absolutely. Different viewpoints from around everywhere.
different viewpoints. And hear me out.
Mhm.
The one thing I'm super excited for is bringing on somebody from like traditional banking, for example. Sit that person down and then just like tell me like uh, tell me
We're
why
gonna
are
ask
you
them all
not
the hard questions.
why are you not moving over to blockchain? Like, are you that afraid that people are going to see that there's no actual money in the bank? Like, are you really afraid of the bank runs? Like, is that why? Is that why I can't withdraw more than like $9,000 a day? Is that the problem?
Oh, that's good though, because there's so many things that we want to ask people, but we feel bad sometimes because we're like, well, we don't know if they're going to answer truthfully. Is this going to be biased? Is it because they're sitting with this corporation that they can't say what they really want to say? Right. I want to hear it from all views. Like, I don't care how bad it sounds. At least the information is out and we can all judge for ourselves. Right. It's things that we should all really talk about. So I would love to have a podcast like this where we talk about all of these things and put out the questions that are hard to answer for everyone. I think it would be beneficial to all of the projects and the Web3 space just because there's so much gray area there and there's not enough information of how everything will work and can work and why these gray areas are these gray areas, if that makes sense.
Oh, absolutely. I'm just taking a few notes so I don't forget about them. Sorry.
Oh, of course.
This is live, folks. I do use a legal pad. Yes.
Honestly, I think writing down on paper is because I come from the time and age of writing things down on paper and post-it notes all over my monitor, you don't forget even if your computer is off. So I agree with the paper and pen always through and through. That's just my opinion though.
Yep. Up next, there are going to be some IRL events next year. I can't share anything about them, but they will be happening. There will be LFG folks, boots on the ground, and we would love to see you guys. I know there are going to be a few around the world, and we will be sharing information on those. So if you want to come and meet anyone, like for example, during the stream last week, somebody was trying to thank Kohi, and they were not present for the stream because it was Christmas Eve, which makes total
Yeah.
sense. But if you want to meet somebody in person, thank them, hang out, maybe see Jason, you'll be able to do just that.
Yeah, come see us. We love seeing you guys in person. It's so nice to actually put a face to the handles, you guys, because we're already attached to the community members. And once we see you in person, oh my goodness, we're going to be like, you're already like family. So we want to see you. It makes us happy. Come see us.
Yeah. It's a little crazy to think how long I've been here, how much longer you guys have been here, and the community, how much we interact with them every day, these
Mhm.
conversations we have, these arguments we get into, because apparently everyone loves the godforsaken mint chocolate for whatever reason, and I got lit up for that last week. Do you like mint chocolate, Anita?
I
Pick a
do.
side. Oh my god.
I do. But I'm not hating on anyone for not liking it, because I have to tell you, I'm a chocolate hater. Like, chocolate hater. I will not go out of my way to get chocolate. The only time I'll eat chocolate mint is in ice cream. And even then, I don't go out of my way to get ice cream.
So what do you snack on
I'm not
all
a
day?
sweets person. I'm a salty person. I like the beef
Salty
jerky. I like the
person.
chips. I ain't sweet, you guys, at all. Just straight salt. That's why I'm this way.
I get
I'm
it.
just kidding.
I get it. I'm with it.
Yeah, but like the sugar and the pastries, the cookies, all of that, I don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. I don't prefer it. I prefer just the meats. And the sauce.
They there is a brand new Arby's like a few blocks away from my place, and I don't even know who goes to Arby's anymore.
Mhm.
But I mean, they built
Arby's.
one.
They
Every
got
time,
the meats.
yeah, every time, at least like back in high school, I mean, whenever I was near an Arby's, it felt like I'm gonna get stabbed.
Mm. That's
Might be
not
just
great.
like a South Florida thing. It is what it is.
Is it
Why
worth
are
it though? Like, do you enjoy
I've
it?
never had it just because it looks like I might get stabbed when I walk through. Or
Okay,
like
so
I may
their
need like a
cheddar
tetanus
sauce
shot.
in them, like in their burgers. I don't know about your area, but like the one here, it's not horrible. I've eaten it. It's pretty good. Like, it hits the spot every time I eat it, but it's not often. It's like once a year. Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
But
I get it.
speaking of food, we got a new Krispy Kreme here. Oh my goodness. It was the first Krispy Kreme, and they've been talking about this one for like 10 years. And I've never seen a lineup of cars like this
Yeah,
before. I waited 2 hours in my car. Okay, because it was winter here. Okay, so
and
it's
I'm
like
willing to
snow. It
bet
was bad.
that
I
it was
couldn't get
worth
out of
it.
the line. Was it worth it? I don't like donuts.
Oh my god!
I don't like donuts. And I saw it on Reddit. I was like, hey, mom, guess what? Krispy Kreme's here. She's like, let's go. And I was like, are you serious? She's like, yeah. What else are we doing? Why can't we go? Now's the time. It was the third day it was open. There was cops directing traffic and telling us. They were trying to tell us there was nothing left and there was only like original donuts left.
That's the
After
only
my
thing you
2
need.
hours, I got up there and I was like, hi, I heard you guys are out of everything. Can I just have 6 dozen of whatever you guys have? And they're like, we have everything. And I was like, he lied to me.
They just lied to us.
They lied to us so that they can leave, right?
Yeah, they
I'm
just
pretty sure
wanted
the
to
cops
keep the
were
donuts.
protecting the donuts. You know what? Good Paul is right. He was like, no, everyone go away. There's none left. Yeah. I'm gonna call my crew when everyone leaves.
Yeah. Listen, if you like donuts, if you like sweets and pastries, and there is a Krispy Kreme within, I'm gonna say, hour to 40 minutes driving distance, you should definitely go hit it at least once because it is
Mm.
so worth it with the warm donuts.
Oh, absolutely. Even if they're cold, you can nuke them for 10 seconds and it tastes just like they're fresh.
Look who's talking
Okay,
now
so
and
I'll eat
deciding
one.
like donuts.
I actually don't like donuts. I will eat
Oh
Krispy
my-
Kremes. That's the difference. I'll eat the
Yeah.
one and I'll let it go. That's it.
Yeah.
It's too sweet. Yeah, I'll complain about it right after I eat it, but I'll just eat the one.
Why are we talking about donuts and food?
It was because of Arby's.
It's always
Because I
Arby's.
was talking about I like the meats.
Yeah, I mean that's fair enough. Okay, folks. We do have one more shirt we'd like to give away. Let me just take a peek at the stream. Looks like everyone is out with their families, which is a good thing.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking we hold on to the last shirt and give it away after.
We definitely can. Or whoever is the first one to DM Cynister and say Happy New Year's, you're going to be the one.
Yep, that works
Because
for me.
that proves to me that you guys still took the time to come see us too. So we appreciate you, and you're going to be the last thank you of the year.
Yep. And you can find me in the LFG Discord, or my handle is erc.20, all spelled out, no numbers. So make sure to hit me up if you're one of the winners, or if you're trying to get that last shirt. So hit me up. The shirts are right here. Does this one have some on the back? Yeah, it does.
It sure does.
Yep.
Look at that. Oh, I love it so much. It's so clean. Looks good.
Yeah, and there are a whole lot more than that. Before we go, make sure to like and subscribe. And I would like to remind everyone about our streaming schedule. We're here every Tuesday and every Friday with Mission Control, alternating between Tuesdays. So it's every other Tuesday. And whenever there is no Mission Control, we do have a game stream on. It's typically just me feeding the beast, but sometimes we have special guests on.
Mhm.
I want to say a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, I played with Smile Monster. We had a great time. Looking forward to doing more of those. And if you want to come hang out, just hit me up. We can set something up.
Absolutely. You guys come hang out. And even if you want, on any of these days, if you want to join Sinister here on one of these game streams, let us know. We'd love to have you on. We'd love to play.
Yep, I'm
All
here.
right. Again, don't forget, like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. Show some love because we love you guys. All right. And with that being said, don't forget to tune in. Have a wonderful new year, you guys. Happy New Year's. And we'll
Happy
see
New
you
Year's
in the new year.
2025.